Morning, guys. Good morning, Jimmy, Kiara, and Edimar. How are
Morning,
you
teacher.
today?
Morning, teacher.
Okay,
Morning.
okay, Edimar, hello. Are you there?
Hello. Yeah.
Okay, Edimar, this is the first time you are here with us?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Okay, where are you, Edimar?
I am in Venezuela,
Venezuela. Okay. What city?
San Felipe.
Okay, San Felipe is near to the Colombian border? Or
No.
or is it-
No, is in the center of the country.
Okay,
Like,
why are you studying English, Edimar?
well, I study English for improve my abilities at work. I want to communicate at work.
Do you use English in your job?
Yeah, the company is in the United States, but we work with people like, in Europe and the United States. We make meetings in English, and I don't talk in the meetings. I just see. I don't know.
Okay, what do you do for living, Edimar?
I am the COO of the company and supervise the people, uh, all the work, the people do in the company.
Oh, so you work with people with from different countries.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you talk, or when you meet together, you have to speak in English. Yes? Or
No,
do you
I speak in Spanish. I speak in Spanish, but sometimes I have to meet with people who speak in English. My boss, she is speaking English, but I speak in Spanish, and she speaks for me. But it's difficult.
Okay, so you're trying to improve your English. Remember that when you have some knowledge about the language, you have to try to speak as much as you can. You have to try to improve your listening, your speaking, and all the competences, because it's quite necessary to better to improve. Let me see that there is another student here.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know. We have here ARQMA. What is your name, please? I have a student with the, I don't know if it's an abbreviation or the name ARQMA. Are you there?
Teacher. Sorry, teacher, Luceni. Sorry for that name.
Okay.
I don't know, my camera is not working today. Or what happened?
Okay, and how are you doing today, Luceni?
I'm great, teacher. Thank you. It's a cold day, but it's okay. I'm inside. Today my day off because today is husband birthday, teacher.
Your husband what?
Birthday.
Okay. So
yes.
you're celebrating. You have a party today?
I need to decorate my house and make a special dinner. It's something simple.
Okay. How old is he?
56 years old.
56 years old. Okay. And what are you going to cook for him?
I think I'm going to make causa limeña is Peruan food, the Peruan
Peru,
food. Yeah,
Peruvian.
Peruvian, sorry,
Yes, Peruvian food.
Peruvian food. It's causa limeña. It's
Yes,
about the, do you know about that? Causa limeña?
yes, I have tasted because I like seafood. It has potato. You can
Yes.
use the traditional potato, and you can use, oh my God, I don't know how to say the other name of the potato, the yellow one.
The yellow one. The yellow one potato. Yeah, it's the yellow one potato. Teacher, in this country, I say you about the sweet potato. It's very popular sweet potato in here. Yes, the color yellow too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the color. Yeah, it's, yeah.
Okay, and are you going to prepare the lunch or a dinner?
The dinner. My husband is working. He's come back home around 6 p.m. Yeah, it's dinner. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so listening. Hello, Jimmy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, teacher. Morning.
Okay, you are not working today?
No, today, no, this is a day off.
Why?
It's celebrated the important day at Liceo Mi Amado Jesus. For
What
today is
important
free.
day are you celebrating?
Yes, and celebration is the special day at school.
But what day is that? What kind of celebration is that?
And the structured, or how to say, or what is the word correct to say, fundación, creación.
Okay, foundation.
Oh yes, or for foundations at school.
Okay. Okay, so you are not working today. This is a day off.
Yes,
And
teacher.
you're at home, I suppose, Jimmy.
Yes, right.
Okay, what about you, Kiara? What are you doing? How is it going today?
Hello, teacher. My day is going well, normal.
The regular one?
Yes, as always.
Okay, no kind of celebration today because we are celebrating the foundation of a college, the birthday of a husband. Here, I am working as a regular day. Okay, we are going to start doing an exercise where we are going to use a modal verb. It's a very common verb in English. And I'm going to share with you my screen in order for you to develop the activity. Let me see here. I'm going to share my screen. And we are going to do this exercise, this one. We are going to complete some sentences like you can see here. For instance, the first one is you must not use, and we have to complete with the following options: bad language, gam, out of the cafeteria, work hard in lessons, or your mobile phone to class. So we're going to start with Jimmy. Jimmy, how can you complete this sentence? What is the correct option?
The correct option for me is you must not use your mobile phone to class.
Okay, you said that this is the correct one. You must not use your mobile phone to class. Remember that you can say mobile phone or you can say cell phone, no? It's the same. Or simply you can say cell or phone, no more. Okay, you say you must not use your mobile phone to class. Luceni, do you agree with Jimmy? That's the correct one for you too? Sunny, are you there?
Super. Yeah, I agree. This
Yeah,
is
you agree? Okay, you have to pay attention to some details, no? That you must not use your mobile phone to class. Kiara, what about you? Do you agree with them?
I would say I agree, but at the same time, I would say it is bad language.
Okay, you say that there is another option which can be used like bad language. You must not use bad language. Okay, here we have to pay attention to this preposition, to class. If you say you must not use your mobile phone in class, that would be the correct one. But here we are saying you must not use your mobile phone to class. That's completely different. When we say to class, we have to use maybe the verb not use, maybe the verb bring, no? Or take. You must not bring or take your mobile phone to class. But here we can say to class. So we have to change the option, and maybe bad language is the one. You must not use bad language. Okay, that's the correct one. Next. You must not chew, Luceni. What? You must not chew. Or is the correct option to complete this sentence? Between lessons, gum in the corridors, late for class, or work hard in lessons? What do you say, Luceni?
maybe option 3.
In the corridors? You know what is to chew? What's the meaning of that verb, Luceni?
Two is yeah, and it's about the buy something.
Okay, something related to bite. Yes,
Buy
to
something. Okay, so it's oh my god, the buy something. Gum. Oh my god.
Oh, are you sure or not sure about the meaning or what option could be?
I'm not sure, teacher. Maybe second. The gum.
Okay, what about Edimar? What do you say? The corridor says, Luceni, that's not correct. Edimar, what do you think? What is the correct one? Gum. Yes, that's right. You must not chew gum. When we say chew, is what the cow
The gum.
does or what you do. That's chew, no? That's chew. And we
Yes.
chew gum, no? That's why here in Colombia, I don't know if in Venezuela, but here in Colombia, we have a candy whose name is bubble gum, no? Because you are going to chew at the end of the candy, or this, you are going to gum or to chew gum, find gum or to chew gum. You must not chew gum. Okay, next. Edimar, this one, you must not. Bad language, copy another word, don't find another student in your planner to class every day or your mobile phone to class. What do you choose? Which answer or which is the correct option, Edimar?
Is it? You must not copy another
I'm not listening to you, Edimar.
The second, you must not copy.
This one? Okay, you must not copy another word done by another student. And that's the common name of plagiarize, no? You must not copy. And today it's very, very common to do this type of exercises, not to this type of practice. Copy another work done by another student. It's very common because of the technological resources that we have today. Okay, but here we are saying that we must not do that, okay? It's not good. Kiara, you must not bring a hat in the classroom, gum in the corridors, in your planner, or your mobile phone to class. What do you say, Kiara?
For what you said before, I would say, in this moment, I would say like your mobile phone to class, but the thing you said before, I don't think it would be. So I would say a hat in the classroom, although it is, I would say
Okay,
that.
this one, a hat in the classroom? You
Yes.
must not bring a hat in the classroom. Sorry, that's not the correct one. You said something that I have said previously, no? To class. You must not bring your mobile phone to class. I said previously that you have to use the verb bring or take in order to use the preposition to class, no? You must not bring your mobile phone to class because when you say bring, traer a, ¿no? O traer hacia usted o hacia alguien o hacia algo o traer a algo o a algún lugar, entonces bring to. You must not bring your mobile phone to class, okay? Jimmy, this one you must bring your homework planner and dictionary. You as a teacher, you can answer this question without any problem.
Yes. Okay, you must bring your homework, planner, and dictionary. Okay, you must bring your homework, planner, and dictionary to class every day.
To class every day, that's the correct one. Do you have to plan all your lessons, Jimmy?
Yes, yes. I maths planned my lessons and the subject or topic every day.
But do you have to use a planner like a notebook or some document?
I usually used books and whites or platform.
Okay. How long have you been a teacher, Jimmy?
Repeat the question, teacher, sorry.
How long have you been a teacher?
Okay, 3 years ago.
3 years? Okay. It's not so much. And you teach Spanish, right?
Yes, Spanish. And
Spanish.
maybe, or sometimes I help to the English teachers
Yeah.
when he's absent.
Okay.
I have to give different classes in different grades to the 6th to 11th grade, and the basics topic is depend for the level of
Okay.
the student.
And which subject, English or Spanish, do you prefer to teach?
We teacher, I tell you the truth. In this case, I prefer English. I discovered it into Spanish and English. For me, is more exciting English. Per day I can study. I love it. I love it, the English. I don't know. I don't know. He love it much.
Okay, so you prefer English. I don't know. I am an English and Spanish teacher too. But of course, I prefer to teach English. I think there are too many activities, too many things to do in English. And nowadays, I think students prefer to study English. They they think that Spanish is not so useful. The subject, the Spanish subject is not so useful, and maybe they are bored in class easily. Okay, let's continue. This one, Lucene, you must not take food. No, take hot food. You must not take hot food ahead in the classroom, in your planner, on time, out of the cafeteria, or to class every day, Luceni. Which one?
Your planning on time, cafeteria. Oh.
Look at the options.
On time.
On time.
Hot in the classroom? No, in the planner? No, on the cafeteria? Tomar una comida con... Maybe one?
A hot? This one, Lucene?
You should not take hot food.
Must not. You must not take hot food.
Wow.
Are you thinking too much? Send it.
And maybe
Choose one. Choose one. I don't
maybe
think
last
all.
maybe last one.
The last one is you must not take hot food to class every day. Okay, maybe that's a correct sentence. If you see the sentence, you must not take hot food to class every day. It's a correct one. But however, I don't think it's the most appropriate. Remember that sometimes when we are going to take a test in English or in a different subject, we have 4 or 5 options, and 2 or 3 can be a good ones, but there is only one which is the most appropriate, no? And in this case, the most appropriate is you must not take hot food out of the cafeteria. Now here we are using a phrasal verb, which is take out, no? Take out. In Spanish, it's like sacar, no? Sacar.
Yeah.
When we say take in, the opposite, meter o entrar, and take out, sacar algo de un lugar, no? You must not take hot food out of the cafeteria, okay? Next, Edimar, no, this one. You must not wear, Edimar. Look at the 5 options and choose one of them.
Hat in the classroom.
A hat in the classroom. Okay, that's very easy. You must not wear a hat in the classroom, no? If you are a student, if you are studying in high school or in a college or in a primary school, you must not wear a hat in this classroom. You must wear the uniform, no more. I don't think there are schools which use or wear a hat in their uniform, no? So that's the correct one. You must not wear a hat in the classroom. This one, Kiara,
Sorry, teacher. For example, in this country is confused that's answer. The people in high
Okay.
school or in school use hat for cold. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe.
Here in
Yeah.
Colombia, maybe it's not so common to see a high school with a hat in their uniform, but because of the weather, there in Canada, remember that Luceni is in Canada. In Canada, because of the weather, because of the cold, of the extreme cold, they have to use, they have to
Yeah.
wear hats, no? Hats.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. The
Here we
teenager.
have to say, yes, it depends on the context, no? Remember that. We have to take into account the context in order to complete or in order to answer a question. Okay, for here in Colombia, that's the correct one, but in that context, it would not be the most appropriate, okay? I don't know, Kiara, let me know which is the correct one in this sentence. You must not run in
the corridors.
corridors, okay? The
Teacher, I have a
students,
question from the question that Luceni have responded before. I didn't find any sense in the question before. I mean, it said you must not take hot food out of cafeteria, but hot food. I don't know, hot
this
food.
one,
Yes, I mean it's the sense is different, but why would you not take hot food of the cafeterias if that's
okay.
what the people sell?
Okay, we are talking
But you
about some rules, some specific rules related to schools, to high schools, to primary schools, and all of these sentences are related to that topic. So when we say you must not take hot food out of the cafeteria, it means that the students must not eat outside the cafeteria. They have to take their food in the cafeteria, inside the cafeteria. That's the meaning. Maybe I know the exercise, I know all the sentences, and I have the previous knowledge about the context of these sentences, but you don't have the context. So you think that maybe there is another option for this answer, no? But I know the context, and I know that all the sentences are related to that, to the topic or to the context of a school, and all of them are rules or requirements that the students have to take into account. That's why one of them is the students don't have to eat outside the cafeteria. They have to eat inside the cafeteria. And here, when we say hot food, is in order to avoid some burns, no? Some burns. So you have to eat there. That's why that's the correct one, Kiara.
Okay, teacher, it's more clear now. Thank you.
Okay, so look at all the sentences, and all of them are related to students to a high school. No, for instance, you must not use bad language. You must not bring your mobile phone to class. You must bring your homework planner and dictionary to class every day. You must not take food. You must not wear a hat in the classroom. Okay. You must not run in the corridors. The students don't have to run in the corridors, okay? This one, Jimmy, you must not eat or drink what?
Okay, teacher. You must not eat or drink on time.
On time, yes, are you sure? No?
You must not eat or drink.
It's
Uh,
too related to the
you
previous
must
one.
know it. No, don't. So that I change my answer.
And what?
You must not eat or drink in the corridors.
Okay, and here is the same explanation, no? Taking into account that we are in the context of a high school, the students must not eat or drink in the corridors. They have to eat and drink in the cafeteria, right? Inside the cafeteria. That's why we choose that option. This one, you must not be, Edimar, you must not be between lessons. When we say between lessons, it's like between classes, no? Between lessons or classes. Copy another word down for another student, late for class, work hard in lessons, and your mobile phone to class. Edimar, what is the correct one for you?
Late for class. You must not be late for class.
Okay, you must not be late for class. Remember that in English, when we are going to say late or early, to arrive late or to arrive early, we use the verb to be, no? You must not be late for class. You must be on time, no? On time. The opposite of late is early, or we can say on time. You must be on time for classes, so you must not be late for class. And this is another rule that the students have to follow, no? In a high school. Next, you must not go to your locker, Kiara. You must not go to your locker in the classroom, but language between lessons, late for class, out of the cafeteria.
Between lessons.
Between lessons, okay? Okay, for instance, you have English in the first class, is the first class, and Spanish is the second class. So between these lessons, between English and Spanish, you must not go to your locker. You have to stay in your classroom, okay? Good. Next, Luseni, you must listen and what? Something that you must do. Listen and what else?
Last one.
Last one, this, work hard in lessons. Let's see, good. You must listen, when you are a student, when you are in the classroom, you must listen and you have to, or you must work hard, no? Work hard, do the exercises. And this one, Jimmy, you must do your homework between lessons on time out of the cafeteria to class every day, or your mobile phone to class.
Okay, teacher. I'm thinking. Number one note. 3 note. 4. You must do homework. Okay, I decide is 2. You must do your homework on time.
On time, okay, you must do your homework on time, okay? On time. For instance, you have to do an exercise, you have to do an activity, you have to do it on time, before the deadline, no? In English, we use that expression, deadline is the finish limit to deliver a homework, a task, no? You must do your homework on time. Okay, so you must write your homework. Here with homework. Dimar, you must write your homework. Which is the correct one?
In your planner.
In your planner. Okay, let's see. Yes. You must write your homework in your planner, okay? You must write your homework in your planning, and that's the correct one. Now, so as you could see in that exercise, we used the modal verb must, and in English, we use this verb with the following objectives. When in order to express an obligation or duty, when there is an obligation or a duty, you have to use this verb, must. For instance, you must wear a seat belt when you drive, okay? When you get on your car and you're going to start driving, you have to, or you must, wear a seat belt. Another one, you must eat all of your vegetables, no? All of your vegetables. Look at the pronunciation of this word, no? It's not so easy for us. Vegetable, no? Vegetable. You must eat all of your vegetables. Kiara, do you like eating vegetables?
I try to, but I don't like it so much, but I try it.
Okay, you don't
This
like
way
the
it is
vegetable, but
like
you
the
try
food.
to eat.
What did you say, teacher?
You don't like the vegetable, but you try to eat them.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, what vegetable you dislike? You
I don't
don't
like
you eat it.
too much. I don't remember the name of that vegetable. It is that vegetable who eats a superhero. Spinach.
Okay. What Popeye eats.
Spinaca. Exactly. Is it a
Okay.
Superman? Yeah, Superman. No, he's a superhero. No, I don't know.
No, I don't think he's a superhero.
That's
Okay,
great.
so you don't like spinach, but you try to eat vegetable. And here we say that that's an obligation or a duty. We must eat all your vegetable. When we are we are parents, a father or a mother, we say this to our children, no, you must eat all your vegetable. Luceni, do you usually eat vegetable?
Yeah, I usually make vegetable every day. And I make, every day for my son and my husband. I make salad or vegetable in the oven.
And is it possible to find the traditional vegetable that we can find here in Colombia there in Canada?
Yeah, the tomato, cucumber, spinach, and lettuce, onion. Yeah, it's easy to find them. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. What else?
avocados.
Avocado. Avocado.
Avocado, yeah.
Avocado is, I think avocado is commonly eaten in the United States and in Canada, no? Here in
Yes.
Colombia, we produce a lot, and there, in the United States and in Canada, people like to eat a lot avocado.
Yeah, it's right.
Okay, what else? We use must, the modal verb must, in order to deduce or to say that something is true, no? For instance, look at all that snow, it must be cold outside, no? Or I heard a noise upstairs, Mary must be home, no? The traditional meaning of how we can translate this verb is like deber, no? That's in Spanish, the traditional, the common meaning of this verb, must, deber, okay? So we can say, look at that, all that snow, it must be cold outside. Debe estar haciendo frío afuera, no? I heard the noise upstairs on the second floor, so Mary must be home. Mary must be home. What else? We use must in order to emphasize a necessity. Plants, the plants must have light and water to grow. In order for plants to grow, they must have light and water. If they don't have light and water, they are going to die. What else? You must study. Oh my gosh. If you want to good grades, no? For instance, if you want good grades in the English course, you must study. Strong recommendation, we use the verb must, the modal verb must, in order to make strong recommendation. We must get together for dinner soon. We must get together for dinner soon. Here we find this expression, get together. For instance, in Christmas, the family gets together. Christmas, the family gets together, or usually gets together. So get together is like reunirse, no? Juntarse, reunirse. We must get together for dinner soon. These cupcakes are yummy. You must try one. And finally, we use must, the modal verb must, in order to express an assumption, a positive assumption. And especially is used with past participle. That must have been my mother calling me while I was in the meeting. No one else has my private phone number. That must have been my mother calling. Sometimes we have to try to translate the sentences into Spanish in order to understand them, ¿no? Algunas veces tenemos que traducir como para nosotros entender el significado, ¿no? For instance, here, por ejemplo, acá, mire, that must have been my mother. Esa debió haber sido mi mamá llamándome, ¿sí? Esa debió haber sido mi mamá llamando. Some expression or some sentences like this are quite difficult to translate from one language into another one. Hay un tipo de oraciones que son complicadas de traducir, ¿no? Por ejemplo, esa debió haber sido mi mamá llamándome. Es una expresión que no es muy usual. It's different, for instance, when we say something in present. Yo hago, I do. Yo hice, I did. Yo haré, I will do. ¿No? Very easy. But when we are going to make some sentences like this one, when we are using different tenses, como Jimmy, que está acá, que es profesor de español, a uno le enseñan que el pretérito perfecto, que el pasado participio, que unos tiempos que no son muy usuales, y si nosotros no los manejamos en español, pues mucho menos lo vamos a poder entender en otro idioma, ¿no? Entonces es un poquito, it's a little difficult to understand this type of sentences. Okay.
Yes.
Here, some ideas to take into account. We don't add es or s to the modal verb. We don't say must with s, no? We don't use to. Must to go, must to leave, must to call. No, we say we must go. The modal verb and the principal verb. We don't use to, okay? And if we are talking about the third person, we don't add s or es to the verb. We only say she must wait. And the negative form of the must, you can say must not, or you can say mustn't, no? Must not or mustn't. That's the negative form of this verb. And here we have to take into account that when we say mustn't, we mustn't do something, it means that that is prohibited or it is not allowed, no? When we say, for instance, you mustn't use your phone while driving, it means that to use your phone while driving is prohibited or is not allowed, okay? In general terms, the must, the modal verb must, is an obligation or a duty, an obligation or a duty. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here, and we're going to do another exercise with the verb must. Let me see here, this one.
Yes, teacher.
Luceni, tell me, are you watching? No, let me see. You are not looking at my screen now. Let me.
Teacher, this topic is confused for me. The modal verbs, I don't know, it's hard
Yes,
for me. Yeah,
yes,
it's
because in English, remember that in English we have different modal verbs. Let me write here. Let me write here. In English, we have modal verbs like can, could, must, should, have to, ought to, no?
Mhm.
And all of them are different, and there are some different contexts in order to use each one of them, no? For instance, must and should, maybe it's similar, but when we translate these verbs, we understand better, ¿no? El must es el deber, o sea, es una obligación, el must. Y el should es el debería, ¿no? Es algo que se debería hacer, pero que no es una obligación. El must es, por ejemplo, cuando nosotros debemos hacer algo como una regla, o si no lo hacemos, estamos infringiendo una ley o una regla, ¿no? El
Okay.
should es como un consejo, ¿no? For instance, you should take a pill when you have a headache. Usted debería tomarse una píldora una pasta cuando tiene dolor de cabeza. Debería. Es el debería, ¿no? Pero en cambio cuando decimos you must drink 8 glasses of water, usted debe tomarse 8 vasos de agua, es una obligación, es un deber que usted tiene, ¿cierto? Sí hay algunos verbos entre ellos, por ejemplo el have to, es, por ejemplo, el must y el have to, esos dos son muy similares. El must lo traducimos como debería, have to como tener que, el tener la obligación de hacer algo. And here, maybe we use must and sometimes we use have to, and it's the same. But when we are going to present a test, and we are going to take a test, an English test, and the grammar is going to be evaluated, there are different cases to use each one of them. One case is for must, one case is for have to. Entonces ahí ya entramos a mirar algo que ya es el detalle, ¿no? Que uno de esos tiene más obligación que el otro. Es algo más necesario que tiene un énfasis mayor. Entonces, in this case, we are using only must. Okay, we are going to use only must. And we are going to do this exercise. Let me see here if I in my screen right now. You can. Yeah.
I'm sorry, teacher. You must not touch the snakes. They're dangerous.
Okay, you mustn't touch the snakes. No, you mustn't touch the snake because they are dangerous. Luceni.
You mustn't smoke in class.
Okay, you mustn't. Here, it is prohibited. It is not allowed to smoke, no? For instance, you are in a hospital and you can find this advice, no? This sign, you mustn't, no? It is prohibited. It's not allowed to smoke in a closed place, no? It mustn't. Edimar? You must or mustn't, Edimar? Let me see.
You must listen carefully.
Okay, you must listen carefully. You must listen carefully. It is important. For instance, when the teacher is explaining, you must listen carefully, no? It's an obligation. Jimmy.
Okay, teacher. You raise your hand to speak in class. You must Raise your hand to speak in class.
Okay,
Must.
you must. The positive. No, you must raise your hand. When you say raise your hand, it means raise your hand. When you are in class and there is a student who wants to speak, they have to raise or they must raise their hand or his or her hand. Next, Kiara.
You must turn off the TV before you go to bed.
Okay, you must turn off the TV before you go to bed. Sometimes we fall asleep while we are watching TV and the TV stays on, okay? And that's not the correct one. This one, Luceni,
You mustn't.
you
Use your
mustn't. Okay, for instance, for example, in a charge, you mustn't use the mobile phone. It is prohibited. Jimmy, Jimmy.
Sorry, teacher. Okay. Swim in the river is dangerous. Okay, mustn't. You mustn't swim in the river. It's dangerous and there are cockroaches.
Okay, remember that you pronounce river. You mustn't swim in the river, okay?
Okay,
River.
teacher.
All right,
River.
river. No, Edimar, positive or negative? It is
Positive.
prohibited. You
Must drive.
mustn't. Okay. You must drive slowly here because there is a hospital, no? Maybe in front, you are in front of the hospital, so you have to or you must drive slowly. Kiara,
You must
you,
study. The test is tomorrow.
okay, you have a test tomorrow. You must study in order to have good grades. Okay, let me see here. This one. Lucene, do you drive?
In Canada, no, I need first present my test, then I can try.
And here in Colombia, did you
Yes.
have your driver's license?
In Colombia, yes, but in Canada, the rule is present or take an exam, theoretical. When took my theoretical exam, the government give me a yellow paper for 1 year. It's beginner for 1 year. Then
Okay,
I
but did you present only the theoretical
yeah.
exam, not the practical one?
The first for 1 year is theoretical exam. After the 1 year is practice, exam practice.
Okay, and have you taken this exam?
Not yet.
Okay, I suppose it's in English. Of course.
Sorry. Yes.
I
in
suppose the
English.
exam is in English.
Yes, it's in English.
Okay, so look at this. You can drive here in Colombia. You have the driver's license here in Colombia,
No.
but you go to a different country like Canada and you can't drive because you have to take an exam.
Exactly.
However, if you don't know English, you are not going to pass this exam.
Exactly.
That's the biggest problem here. If you don't, you can drive, okay, you know how to drive, but if you don't know English, you can't pass the exam. So that's the big problem here. Okay, there are too many things that people don't take into account when they travel to another country, no? Some
Yeah.
things like this. For instance, you say, no, I can drive, I can work as a driver there, but that's not possible. It's not so easy. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and another thing, I don't know, but in the United States, it's mandatory to take the practical exam, no? Not only the theoretical exam, no, you have to take a practical exam, so you have to drive and you have to park the car, you have to turn left, turn right, and do many things. Okay, I don't know, in Canada, I suppose it's the same.
And okay, and because I have a listen drive the Colombia,
Yes,
I
because
just need to
Yeah.
take the theoretical exam and then the practicals
yes,
test.
okay. Because of you have the driver's license, you don't have to present the practical, only the theory.
The theory,
Okay,
the theory, yeah, for 1 year, then another exam.
okay, good. Now we're going to finish. Edimar, this one, you mustn't or you must set fire in this area.
You mustn't.
You mustn't. So when something is prohibited, it's not allowed, you have to use must. The modal verb must. You mustn't set fire in this area. And let's try. We have another one. Jimmy, must or mustn't?
Okay. You mustn't go in there.
Okay, you
Exaggeration.
mustn't go in there. Maybe at the door there is a sign with this word, no entry. So you mustn't go in there. It says no entry. And the last one, Kiara.
You must respect your partners at school.
Okay, you respect your partners, your colleagues, your classmates. No, there are different ways to say the same: partners, colleagues, or classmates at the school. If you are a student, you have to respect. You must respect your partners at the school. And that's all for today. Okay, I'm going to stop
Nice.
sharing my screen. And next Thursday at 7 p.m. we are going to get together again. And we are going to keep on working with some exercises related to the use of this modal verb, must, because there are other things to take into account in order to use appropriately this verb. As Luceni said, this is a simple verb, but when we present a test, we have the options of can, should, ought to, and have to, and maybe we think, oh, all of them are appropriate. All of them can be used in the sentence, but there is only one which is the most appropriate. So we have to study the cases or the context where we use each one of them. Okay, guys, so that's all for today. See you Thursday at 7 p.m. if you can. Okay.
Okay, teacher, thank you for the class. Was interesting, nice. Yes.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a good lunch and a
Thanks so much,
good
teacher.
dinner.
See you.
Okay,
Bye.
see you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.